Today we're starting back again in Zeah, this time in Mount Karum. I have been here already for a little bit, but now it's time to have a proper look around. I can climb up some of the rocks here to save some walking, but others are too hard to climb. There's a camp set up here, but there doesn't seem to be anyone or anything here. Strange. Again, there are clothes, but no person. This is twice now. Continuing further around past giant bats, there's a skeleton near a pool of fire water. Not great for the skin. Further up the mountain back roads I speak to Darkor, a citizen. They tell me that if I want to serve the balance I should speak to Konor Matan, whoever that is. This balance seemed important to the Tasakaal, so that might be a good idea. Continuing down the back roads I find a small mine with iron and coal. Mining iron here was a task. Neat. I'll grab some coal too. Climbing the final steps up I find a shop selling weapons. I already have an adamant battle axe and warhammer. Let's try out a spear. There's a bank here that I used the last time I passed through. Let's change some stuff out. Okay, now I can smelt at this volcanic furnace here to smelt some steel. I speak with another citizen who again tells me to speak to this Konor person. I'll need to find her. Oh, this is Konor, a Slayer Master. Huh, not strong enough to get an assignment from her. Well, alright then, maybe one day. Let's go back to the Tasakaal. Returning, they tell me a bit about how they came to be. They say that they were tasked to wait but saw the world burning and couldn't stand idly by. They left and made their way here, where they kept the balance of life and death. They tell me that they may have further purpose for me one day, but not for now. The rocks of the ground beneath them are heated and the right footwear is needed. How bad can it be? Oh, okay, lesson learned. There's not really much more for me to do here. Let's see what else is in the surrounding areas. A surprise exam. I normally put these into thieving, but I think I might actually hold on to it today and see. I check the tomb again and it appears that this time, no more surprise spirits. Passing west beyond the lake, there is more to find. There's an old shack here, but no one's home. It looks a little beaten up. Time to go. There's a big building here too, looking like a greenhouse. What could that be? Farming guild. Naturally, I can't enter. Normally at least someone tells me, this time it's just the building stopping me. I hate guilds. Well, there's some fishing spots along the lake here and a couple of farms here too. This is the River Mulch. I should fish along here for some trout to gain the approval of the people. There's a dairy cow on this farm here, plus another farm not too far away, though it's not much. There are no banks for me here to get my tools out, and any further south is the swamp. I'm going to briefly return to Lovikenge. Okay, I'm back with supplies. I'm going to start by filling a sack of cabbage and a sack of onion for the farmers here, then drop them off. There's the onion, there's the cabbage. Now leave the sacks here on the table for them. On this farm I'm going to milk their cow and leave behind the bucket of milk. Now let's catch some fish for that achievement. Some salmon and trout. As always, a few pike too. Oh, there's level 39 fishing. I'm going to cook these on the fire by the abandoned shack. Apparently if I'm going to be of more help here, I should get my construction up a little. Well, I have this tome of knowledge. Not quite a level though. I need to do a little more. I'm going to need to return to my house in Polnivnich. I'm on the wrong spellbook though. Quick change, then to Lumbridge closer to the desert. I've got my hammer and saw plus some nails and planks. Time to travel to Polnivnich. Now in my house I rip up the old chairs and make some newer, better ones. Getting that level. May as well use all the planks I have with me. A shoebox in here, some bookcases for practice. Now I can use the book to return to Lovikenge and take the cart to the... farming guild. With a little more experience under my belt, I help out around the farm until Gordon here tells me of another problem that he has. He tells me of a strange beast that's been stealing his livestock at night, but they've been unable to catch it. Gordon assures me that if I can kill the beast and bring its head, he'll reward me for my efforts. That sounds like a plan. Gordon, however, does not know where the beast comes from or where it goes. So I should ask his wife, Mary. Mary has a little idea for catching it though, which is to cover it in flour and track its whereabouts from a trail that it leaves. Since the beast usually comes in the night, it would be hard to track otherwise. Agreeing to this idea, I take a pot of flour from the mill and have to think of a way to use it. If it's going after the livestock and the gate is locked, perhaps I could put it on the gate. Oh, that worked. But the tracks lead off into the swamp. If the beast is as dangerous as all that, I'm going to want food. Okay, with my fish at hand, I start to follow the flower into the swamp. It turns off down the river before I find a rowboat and a cave near a mine here. Well, it's almost certainly in the cave. Not sure about this rowboat though, it's washed up and broken on the shore with planks adrift. Well, I found the beast. It looks like a headless zombie bear. During the fight it would drop rocks down onto my head for me to dodge out of the way. I slowly but surely managed to defeat the beast. Good thing I brought food. I can't really bring back a head if it doesn't have one though. I do find a journal and a skeleton here. Oh, so this beast was the work of a necromancer trying to show off their skills. Looks like it didn't work out well for them either. I should go tell Gordon that the beast won't be bothering him any further. I think I'll pick up some of these planks for more construction later. Plus, I'll grab this pickaxe and mine some clay for a quick skill task. There are some more bears here, including a cub. That's probably where they got the zombie one from. I let Gordon know that I slew the beast, but without a head he's not willing to pay me. He won't accept the truth and so refuses to pay. I try to see if Mary will be a little more reasonable, and she suggests that since her husband is a little dim, I might be able to sculpt one from clay to give to him. Well, I guess it can't hurt. I grab a knife and a bucket from the kitchen here to wet the clay and sculpt it into shape. Gordon, however, is not fooled since there's no fur on the head. He won't accept my excuse that this is a rare clay bear either. Let's try that again. I have some bear fur in my bank, so I collect that. I'm going to need a needle and thread to stitch it all together though. Once that's done, it's a little more convincing, but Gordon asks why there's no blood on a freshly beheaded beast. Well, I saw some dye in their house earlier, maybe that will be enough to fool him. I quickly dye the head with the red dye and show it off to him. At first he doesn't seem to be going for it, but miraculously it works. Now he wants me to mount it though. I'm gonna need some tools, planks and nails to do that. A quick stop at the bank and here we are. It's not my best work, but as long as he's satisfied and pays me. Happy with my work? Finally. He pays me what he owes. Now that they don't have to defend the livestock all day, Mary is able to return to her tanning business, allowing me to tan some hide that I found in the cave. I need to get away from Gordon as fast as possible before the Shazian Guard need to investigate another crime. Let's go into the swamp, that sounds like a great place to adventure. I saw some ruins over here earlier, so I checked them out, taking on one of the swamp frogs here. The tunnels here sound like they're filled with lizard men. Best not mess with those. There are lizard man eggs here, but there's no one watching them. Strange that they're completely unguarded. I want to leave. There's a fire out there in the distance in some ruins. Upon closer inspection, there's some sort of lizard man priest here. He pays me no mind though. There are crimson swifts here. I'll need to come back to that later on. Okay, nowhere else to go this way. Cooling off from Gordon's frustrations, I head back to the farm and ask the Shazian sergeant about the lizardmen. Apparently they're brutish and can spit poison. I better get some more food and anti-poison before I return to the swamps. Okay, with supplies in hand, let's grab one of those Crimson Swift. Set up a bird snare. Wait. There we go, Crimson Swift caught. There are even more ruins down this way, some kind of ziggurat. Oh, here are the lizard men. Run past them? Okay, no poison. Good. There's a strange symbol on top of this stone tablet. Oh, and an altar here too. I want to pray at the altar and the lizard man chases me down. I manage a prayer before being poisoned and needing to run away. Good thing I bought this anti-poison. Oh, look at the swamp frogs and little enclosures. Oh, okay, yep, running. There's safety in this boat here which takes me to Mulch Island. According to Ulri the angler here, I'm not skilled enough to use his cormorant for hunting and fishing. I'll have to come back another time. Back near the swamp, I just need to catch my breath before I make another mad dash through. There's another building here, but there are lizardmen in the way. I'll have to navigate a way in there. With another mad dash past, I manage to make it to the building, where I see a swamp priest. Before I can really talk to him, however, I'm attacked again, and have to find safety behind the walls. This lizard man is relentless, waiting for me to leave so that he can attack. I did find another altar though, with the symbol on it again. Eventually the lizard man leaves and I can talk with the swamp priest in privacy. He says that the lizard men saved his life back many years ago when he was a captain of the Shazian army. Apparently he was wounded and the lizard man treated him. He waited for the army to come and collect him, but they never did. He later went to return to the wall, but they fired arrows at him, and he returned to the swamp and built this shrine. Apparently the shrine is to a great lord named Zarek, whomever that is. This is strange behavior from the lizard men. Let's run out of this swamp. I dash past several other lizard men until I find refuge on the other side of a bridge. Where am I now? Oh, there are some more ruins over that way. I can rest easy here with the big frogs. Walking down this trail from the bridge, I see a campsite not far off the path which seems abandoned. Checking it out, I find a pair of secateurs and a journal. The journal hints to a race of people called the Old Ones who built the ruins that have been found all throughout Karen and the Kebos Lowlands. These people predate the others on Zeah and the lizard man too. It seems that this hole nearby is a new discovery. I suppose I should climb down. Oh wow, this is different. I make my way through the ruins, finding what looks like garden patches before finding a stone tablet on a table nearby. Amok Miki, Tal Toka Kemo, Lini Toka Makt, Tal Tlain, Osto Artes Ikam. What language is this? Oh, there's a note here too with some translations. Okay, so some words can have several meanings. I find a note attached to a vase which seems to have been from the researcher. I seem to be following in their footsteps, but there's no researcher here. There is a wood carving here with some words and a map by the look of it. I think I might be able to work out some of the words based on this. Ikam means island and Artes means lake. The other word, I'm not so sure. It could be land or maybe swamp. No, that doesn't feel right. There's another carving over here with a few more words. Shalane looks like plant. Toka works for both the plant pot and watering can. I try both those words, but they don't seem to work. Maybe it's more broad than that. Container? Yes. An hourglass here is labeled Miki Toka. Time container? So the new word is time. Okay. I'm getting the hang of this. Some of the words on the tablet are translated now, though others seem like they're only synonyms. I can read garden below Lake Island. I think I have a heading. On second viewing, I think that Mukt might be for the compass and not the land. So Mukt might be north? Yes, okay. Lake Island makes me think of the nearby Mulch Island. I should head back there and investigate, though this means running back past the lizard men. Poisoned again, just my luck. Okay, made it to the boat. There's another hole here, let's head down. More ruins. There are vines in the way and a note too. Quickly using the secateurs on the vines clears them away just enough to pass. Time to start investigating. There's another stone tablet here with a few words that I do know, but others that I don't. I'll hold on to these. Another wood carving here has a few more words that I might be able to work out. Archie looks like poison and Mickey seems to be death. Ayak doesn't seem to be insect though. I'll have to get back to this. A chest with body runes in it has a label reading Olcut. That could be rune or body. It's body, okay. A vase of compost here reads Tulane Kult. Well, Tulane was plant or garden, so food for plant food. Yeah. Another carving in this rubble. More runes with labels. I can work out a few more words with that, like air and fire. Another carving has water and earth as well as west. Log those. Checking out the tablets now, I have a few more words. I think I've come to a decision on Ayak as animal, a bit more general than my first thought. The translation on the tablet says west next. Let's try searching out that way. There's another hole here near the Zarek shrine. Let's check that out. Another stone tablet down here. I'm going to have to start eating this fish to hold it all. Can't make much out of this, though Death Garden stands out. Another wood carving. The tick and cross make me think right and wrong, which seem to fit. There are other words too. Not too sure right now. Let's see, another carving and a few more words, plus some repeats. Chua might be make? Yes, okay. Another carving on a mushroom. Okay, Linit Lane might be move plant. Alright, another word down. Another carving. Zeta, maybe that's here? Oh, a compass. That'll give me south and east since I already have north and west. I still can't get a lot out of these tablets. Some words have different context meanings, so I'm going to try a few until I get more out of this. Alright, I've tried a lot of words now. As per the tablets, I think I need to journey southeast to find another set of ruins. Southeast of here are the ruins of Mora. I need to get through Shazian to get anywhere near there. If I take the boat again, I can get right to Shazian, then just make my way south. Oh yeah, these ruins look like the right place. Another hole. And another tablet too. Still a few words to go. I know a lot of these words, though mind and soul are new. I can get those since I already have body. A chest of home teleport tablets, labelled Until. I think that would be home then. A wood carving ending in different amount of terrain or plants. Let's try 1 for a mock. Nope. Okay, how about few? Yes, okay. So then Siva must be many. Valo and Rani. I think that must be sun and moon. Nearly all the words are right. What's this, another note? It's vaguely threatening. They know I've been following their work and they wait to see if I'm an ally or enemy. Cassond Shore. I don't think I know that name. After a bit more work, I managed to figure out the last few words. Now the full translations are available. Little time, soul vessel success, send vessel north, life garden below Lake Island. Many body needed, body need life, feed body soul vessel, need knowledge garden transfer message, west below poison waterland, transfer method success, body success, soul vessel success, time arrived, death poison needed, death create life, death garden deliver, southeast below forest building, death poison fail, plant create dark death, send home, home destroyed, no life, soul vessel fail, Zeah destroyed. Not a great prognosis, it sounds like those old ones were messing with some heavy stuff. Well, despite my new farming knowledge, I still can't get into the guild. I hate it here. Let's go back south of the swamp and keep moving on. Hey, I made it this time with no issue. Can't pass this way south. Someone doesn't want me going that way. Which way to go? Spooky way, I reckon. Oh, trolls. Maybe they're friendly. Not friendly, not friendly. More trolls over here. A tent, but nobody here. Onions are growing in well though. I'm gonna make my way further up past the trolls. No trolls here, only rocks. Oh, not rocks, crabs. Rock crabs. Defeating one, I move on past the other rocks. Are they all crabs? Yeah, seems like it. Retreat. A crevasse? I think I'm good. Been into enough holes today. A cart conductor all the way out here, that'll come in handy. There's a historian from the Varrock Museum all the way out here named Duffy. He thinks that adventurers are just in it for fights and treasure. I've helped the museum a lot, thank you. Plus, I just spent time studying an ancient language, the Prejudice. Let's see these ruins that they're here for anyway. Well, that is the symbol for Zarek, I know that much. That must be a statue of Zarek up there. Interesting. Captain Rimor here tells me that these are the chambers of Zarek with many dangers inside. I think I'm good for today, don't want to fall into that stereotype. There's a bank here which is handy, plus a mountain guide who'll take me down the mountain. I guess I could. Well, I was told that Valamor is further south by the night in Kingstown, but I can't seem to go that way. I'll need to find somewhere else to go. Having gone through all of the Kebos Lowlands today, perhaps I switch it up and head back to one of the 5 cities. I think I'll take the cart back to Port Piscarilius where I started with Veos. I'll see you next time in Port Piscarilius.